2, and Snapchat decided to open our messages, our videos
randomly without us having watched them.
So we lost your questions and then we had to re-ask for them. We've woken up, we're literally making this video 7:30 in the morning.
So we don't lose them the second time.
That's right. So mind the morning face, all right?
Let's get into it.
Is it okay to become vegan at a young age, such as 13?
Oh, we couldn't see you. I just saw tiles. Or was this a reflection of the table?
I don't know. That was weird.
Okay, the question was, is it okay to become vegan at a young age of 13? Absolutely.
Yes, any age. Young, old, doesn't matter.
It's the diet that humans were designed to eat, anatomically and physiologically. So why not?
Hi, I was just wondering, would you have like 5 top tips for newcomers to the vegan lifestyle? I'm trying to convert people in college.
Education by showing them things like earthlings, forks over knives, cowspiracy, farm to fridge, those type of things. 101 reasons to go vegan. Gary Yourofsky's the best speech ever. As much education as you can. Most of it is there on YouTube for free.
Tip number 2 is to take all animal foods out of your house, out of your kitchen, and replace them with high carb foods. So lots of rice, lots of potatoes, lots of fruits and vegetables, oats. What else?
You can show them vegan YouTube recipe channels like the Vegan Corner, showing them how cheap and easy vegan food is and how delicious it is.
And really, there aren't 5 tips. I mean, it's that simple. Get the education, clear out the food, and replace it. Even if it's not low fat to begin with, just a high carb. You know, you don't want people to not be getting enough calories and then feeling all, oh, I don't feel good, I feel weak on a vegan diet, blah, blah, blah. So carb up. Get, your calories up and feel fantastic.
Like the Vegan Kitten says, step 1, watch Earthlings. Step 2, vegankit.com. Step 3, poof, you're vegan.
Easy.
Hi, I just want to know if you guys have some advice for very strong cramps. Like, what should I eat for making them less strong?
Cramps like where?
Presumably menstrual cramps.
Menstrual cramps?
Yeah,
maybe.
Or stomach.
Look, the thing, we get questions all the time. What do I do for this? What do I do for this? What do I do for, all different health problems. There's only one diet that we're supposed to be eating: high carb, low fat vegan. So no matter what your issue is physically with your health, it's the one answer. There isn't a diet that cures heart disease. It's going to be different for menstrual cramps. It's going to be different for arthritis. It's going to be different for whatever else. It's all the same thing. High carb, low fat vegan. So get on this lifestyle. And it's also hydration. Make sure you're drinking at least 2.5 litres. Make sure you're getting to bed before 10 o'clock. Make sure you're doing exercise daily. Get out in the sun when you can. So it's the lifestyle. Put all these things together and everything starts to get better.
It's like the horse is only ever going to eat grass no matter what. The human is only ever going to need to eat high carb, low fat, whole food plants. Whole plant foods.
Hey, I just wanted to know if all the fruits and veggies you buy are organic. Mwah! Lots of kisses from Spain.
Mwah, Spain.
We wish they were. We can't afford it. I don't think there's anywhere in the world we could live where we could afford to buy 100% of our fruit and veg organic. We do visit a Sunday farmers market where a lot of the fruit and veg there is organic. Not all of it is, but it's a finance thing, isn't it?
Yeah, you just got to do the best that you can. We can obviously afford more organic here in Thailand compared to when we lived in Australia.
The argument we always use to non-vegans, though, for example, is eating conventionally grown fruit and veg is always healthier than eating animal products because the animals are fed conventionally grown grain.
Yeah, and even if they are fed organic, if it comes from an organic farm, they're still full of animal fat and cholesterol and animal protein and all the things that are going to make you sick anyway. So just do the best you can with plant foods, organic when you can afford it, when you have access to it, and conventional when you don't.
Hi, my name is Monique and I'm from South Australia and I'm 16. And I was just wondering if you guys have any tips on eating out as a high carb vegan. My family are very persistent about fruit being very sugary and bad for you. Do you have any good arguments? I try to talk about glucose, but they don't seem to listen much.
Okay, so
Okay.
two-part question. First part, tips for eating out as a high-carb vegan. You can always ask for no oil or low oil. We always do it whenever we go to restaurants, and most of the time they're very accommodating. If, you ask and, it doesn't happen, you can just go, you know what, it's one meal. It's not what I do most of the time. If you're in control of, your own food prep at home most of the time, and just enjoy the meal.
And the other thing is to base your meal around a starch. So if you go to a restaurant, get a big serving of rice or a big serving of potatoes, and then whatever the other side dish is might have oil, but the majority of your calories are coming from that starch that doesn't have oil in it. So yeah, base it around that. Second question had to do with family.
I think she said that she was trying to convince her family that eating a lot of fruit is good, and her family didn't believe that, and she was trying to explain in terms of glucose and what have you. This, we're going to link a video here. Bite Size Vegan interviews Dr. Michael Greger from nutritionfacts.org, and he says that the number one food for longevity and overall health is fruit, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And we know that obviously there's this stigma in society that fruit's bad, fruit makes you fat, all that kind of stuff about sugar. Just common sense, look around. People...
The hospitals aren't full of people eating fruit.
And they can't understand this because, ironically, they don't have enough glucose going to the brain so they can think logically and see what's right in front of them.
So you just eat your fruit, be a shining, happy, glowing example of a high-carb vegan, and in time your example will speak louder than words. And if it doesn't, they're deaf.
So I was just wondering if you've heard of the law of attraction and what your thoughts on it are, because I've heard a lot of YouTubers talk about it recently.
Yeah, absolutely. We definitely believe in this, and it's not just a belief. I think it's just how it works.
A universal law.
Yeah, what you put out is what you attract back.
It's kind of like whether or not you believe in it doesn't mean that it's not true.
Yeah. I think, it's not I think.
No.
It's just the way things work. So everything is energy. And you can test this out just, by yourself, doing a little experiment. You walk down the street and be in a really good mood, feel really happy, and you see everything in a different sort of light, and you attract different things to you. You walk down the street really grumpy and angry or depressed, and everything looks really bad around you, and when you start off having a bad day and that bad day kind of just gets worse and worse and worse, you just kind of keep creating and attracting what you're emanating.
So where your attention goes, energy flows. And it's kind of like a vision board. You're looking at those things daily, goals that you have in your life. But then it's very important to take action towards those goals each day. It's not just going to happen by sitting on the couch or laying in bed. The action is the really important part to complement the, vision and the, attraction.
Guys, my name is Riley. I was just wondering if you guys had any book recommendations for a vegan self-improvement book. I love you guys.
Hey, Riley, love you too. Love everyone that's sending us messages. This is so much fun.
The World Peace Diet.
Yes.
Eating for Spiritual Health and Social Harmony by Dr. Will Tuttle. That's a wonderful book.
That's kind of the only one we can really think of. I mean, general self-improvement, we'd say The Power of Now.
Yeah, and another book we read a few years ago. It's not vegan, but that doesn't mean that the principles in the book aren't still very solid. It's called Callings, Finding and Following an Authentic Life.
Yeah, that really shaped us many years ago. It was interesting. We were already living the book, and then we were reading it and thinking, "Oh my God, we're already doing this." So it was really affirming. Yeah, and it gives you the push to just go for it, regardless of what else is going on, what you think you can't do. It's telling you to follow your calling. So we found those books really, really helpful. Yeah.
Thanks for all your questions, guys. Great to see you as always. If you're not already following us on Snapchat, please do. Comment down below, like, share and subscribe.
And thank you so much for watching. Thank you for sending your questions on the second round. Glad we got that all sorted out. Thanks for your patience.
And remember, until next time, going vegan is not the most we can do.
It's the least we can do. See you next video.
Bye, guys.
12 hours each night.
If that's what's working for you, then go for it. I mean, that is a lot of food and that is a lot of sleep, but teenagers are in that growing phase, so you often need more food and